Yo, what's going on? It's Kamikaze Soundwaves, and hope everybody's doing all right. And I have a quick review that I'd like to do. I recently purchased a Raspberry Pi. It is called the Retro Bro, and I acquired it from a buddy. His name is John. He was originally gaming through the decades. He has now switched over his channel. He's called the Retro Bro. And I picked up a Raspberry Pi that he's selling, and I'll give a link in the description down below of where you can acquire one if you're interested in one. So if I go any further, I just want to let you know that I have never emulated games. I've never used Raspberry Pis, etc., etc. Never really knew much about it, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, after owning one, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, I have no idea why in the world I never acquired one before, because it is simply, without a doubt, to put it the most easiest way I can put it, it is just profoundly amazing. To have so many games, so many amazing things right at the click of a button just to jump on and game in, it is freaking fantastic. So what I want to do is do a quick little overview of it, just real quick. We'll show out the outside and we'll look at what's going on the inside, and maybe we'll test out some games so you can kind of see the quality and what you're working with. So this is the Raspberry Pi itself, very small, very convenient. Well, that's one thing I really like about it, because I don't have a lot of space to work with. And a lot of game consoles, etc., in my area is not really ideal for my situation. So something like this is just amazing to have how many things it can house and how many things it easily plays. So it does come with a HDMI out, which is perfect for me because that's how I record all of my stuff. And just FYI, if you're looking to capture game footage with this, I use an HD60, an Elgato HD60. It works fabulous with it. No issues, no problem. It picks it up just like it would anything else. It also has, just right here on right next to the HDMI, actually it's small so it's hard to tell, but that's just the power supply, which is like like a phone jack for an Android, etc. Has an audio jack right here, has the Ethernet. It does have Wi-Fi capabilities as well. If you're interested in hardwiring it, you can, which is a really cool option, because I like to hardwire everything. My Wi-Fi is very reliable, but I have like 8 million kids and stuff, so like everybody's watching Netflix on their own phone and playing video games, etc. So I have to hardwire it so I can kind of steal some of the internet a little bit better. But it also has these 4 USB ports, which is fantastic. It also, if you have like a wireless mouse or keyboard, etc., you can plug it in there. That works. But my buddy John, he will also hook you up with a USB Super Nintendo controller, and I gotta say, I'm really digging this controller. It's very comfortable. It's just like any SNES controller. Everything's felt really just responsive, etc. I really dig it. The controller is fantastic. It's fabulous. I love it. And how like it's integrated with with limited buttons, like to go back to a home menu like you would like an Xbox One or how you would a PS4, is so quick, so responsive, and so easy to do. I mean, it almost, to me, I know this has not been like a new thing, but it's new to me, and to me it's just amazing how fast and how quick and responsive it actually is. So the most important thing about this, without further ado, is what's on the inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is booting up the Raspberry Pi, and this is what you're greeted with. It loads very quickly, and this is a custom intro by my buddy John, the Retro Bro. Very cool. Kind of gives it like like a little archaic, its own console, its own like little thing, its own branding, which I really dig. It's pretty cool with that, like the whole logo, etc. If you know the Retro Bro, man, that just like screams his identity. But anyway, so this is it loading up, and literally I just plugged it up, and it's gonna basically almost jump right into it. It's very quick, very fast. Just not a loading screen, but to me, it's so fast. And here's some of the things that it has on there available. These are some of the systems, and it's not limited to this. It can do more if you choose to expand it, etc. It does have this, which is, just kind of like your menu, etc., and you can adjust, your settings and how you want to configure it. And it does have Wi-Fi capabilities. And it has Ethernet, which that's what I use because, well, I mean, I have like 8 million kids and everybody's like watching Netflix on their own phone. So anyway, I like to, use my Ethernet so I can steal a little bit of the internet a little bit faster from everybody. But anyway, So let's just jump into a couple games so I can show you, the quality and what they look like. And so let's just jump into real quick. Let's try out. Let's see what we have. I mean, look at how many. Look how many. Look how many games. Look how many games. It is just incredible to me. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Mega Man X. Really, really dug me some Mega Man X back in the day. Still do. Mega Man, the original series, it was great. It was challenging, but Mega Man X to me is where it was at, man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip all this stuff. And look at that. Look at the quality. To me, that's fantastic. And it's so accessible to be able to plug it right into my Elgato, my HD60, and be able to capture game footage like this. Has so many games at your disposal within like just a second. So let's go ahead and start this game up, and we can kind of see what we're working with. And look, there you go. Tell me that's not amazing. I think it looks incredible. So I really, really dig this thing. So let's just go for some more reference. Hey, you know what? I'm done playing some Mega Man X. I want to jump on something else real quick. Let's you know what? Let's go to the menu. Hit start and select, and bam! Look at this. That's how fast you're back at the menu, ready to select another game to jump into. That's incredible, man. So let's just try out another game system so I can give you some more reference. Let's go to actually. The Game Boy Advance, one of the first games, or second, maybe even third game that I booted up on this thing when I first got it was Sonic Advance, which I really like. Sonic Advance, man. I think it's such an underrated Sonic game. It's so fun, so fun. And I just think that Sega should have done some shit like this before. But anyway, we'll just get the game rolling so you can kind of see what we got and how the game looks. And for a Game Boy Advance title on the big screen, I'm going to say this looks pretty incredible. So there we go. We got some Sonic action. It's amazing, right? So let's just go ahead and boot up maybe one more. So you can kind of let's see. Let's pick another system. Let's go, and look how fast back at the menu. And let's go with the Genesis or the Mega Drive if you're overseas from where I am. Let's try out Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is another one I already started on. All the memories. Alright. Go ahead and just start up the one. I didn't get very far. I was just kind of testing out some games to see what they look like, etc., etc. And this is what it looks like, man. I mean, look at this. The sound quality, the actual video quality, everything is fantastic. It's incredible. Oh, I just paused there for a second because I actually hit the start button. I forgot in this game it actually paused it even in the little cut scenes, if that's what you want to call them. Look at this, man. Me and Tails are just rolling, dude. Look at this. Incredible. The possibilities to just keep playing, etc. I mean, it's just like, it's fantastic. So, let's jump out of that and we'll go back to the menu. And, I mean, how many things you can put on this? I mean, look at this. There's the menu, but I mean, Sega 32X, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, the Master System, the Mega Drive, aka the Genesis, Neo Geo, and original NES, and that NES Mini can, suck it, man. Look at this. Look at this. Incredible. So, in conclusion, the Retro Bro is amazing. I am so glad that I purchased one of these things. It is so convenient. If you've never been interested in a Raspberry Pi or didn't know what a Raspberry Pi is and you're just seeing this for the first time, I'm telling you right now, the hype is real. If you've ever heard about them or interested in them, they are completely amazing. For this little home right here to house so many games at the tip of your fingertips, to load them up as quick as it does, and as great as they look, and the sound quality, and they're able to record them, is completely worth every penny that John's letting them go for. He's selling them for $109, and he give you a deal on Saturday and Sunday on the weekend for $100 for $99.99. And like I said, the link to his to where to purchase one of these is in the description below. Now, my personal recommendation is, if you've never ever earned a Raspberry Pi or interested in it, go for it. If you're finding out about this now and you're just now learning about what a Raspberry Pi is, yes, it is that great. If you heard about them, you didn't really know if you should buy it or not, yes, the hype is real. Whatever you've heard about them, they're amazing, great little, I mean, look how small this is and how much things it can do. I am so enthralled and just so amazed at this thing. I'm so glad that I got one. So my recommendation is, this is a must buy. And like I said, if you're gonna get it one from my buddy, the Retro Bro. So anyway, also here I have a link to his channel down below. He also has some really dope content. Check him out. Even on top of, even if you're interested in this, check his content out, man. He's got some really dope stuff going on over his channel. So anyway, this is Kamikaze Soundwaves. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the review of the Retro Bro, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.